Hi guys, welcome to this video. Hope you guys enjoy. This video is going to be on r/pro revenge. This post is by u/reddit admin dumb 87. How I got a car dealership to give my friend a newer car. Circa 2020 January, my friend makes a stupid decision to buy a brand new car he can't afford. His insurance is around $400 a month. He makes around $10.25 an hour, working as shift supervisor at McDonald's. His car payment is around $795 a month. Now at $10.25 an hour, 30 hours a week, that's a weekly income of about $300 a week, or about $1,230 a month. So yeah, my friend came to me for help because I used to sell cars and know the industry pretty well. I go over his paperwork. The dealer did rip him off, but my friend is trying to find a way out of this, and ripping someone off isn't illegal. They did of course overcharge him for warranty, they gave him a high APR, they had added ones, etc. But none of that is illegal, and I know the only way I can get my friend out of this is if they did something illegal. So I looked at his finance application that my friend signed. It correctly listed his income, which turned a light bulb on in my head. No bank is going to approve someone with a $795 car payment if they only make $1,200 a month. It does not make mathematical sense to do that. So I started searching through his paperwork for the finance app the dealer submitted to the bank. Oftentimes when you submit a finance application to the dealership will take hand-filled out application and reproduce it electronically. This is pretty normal. However, on the application the dealer submitted to the bank, the dealer said my friend was a GM of the McDonald's and made $70,000 a month. My friend had good credit, so it doesn't appear like the bank asked for proof of income. So I go to the dealership with my friend and tell the sales manager he's going to want to put me in touch with the GM because we are going to be unwinding my friend's deal and giving his trade-in back. The sales manager thought I was joking. The GM also thought I was joking. Then I demonstrated how his dealership financial department committed bank fraud. I showed the GM the financial app my friend filled out. Then I showed the GM the financial app his dealership submitted to the bank and pointed at the income difference. My friend really makes $14,000 a year. The dealership claimed my friend made $70,000 a year. That's bank fraud. That's a felony. Let's keep this simple, shall we? The GM sees his dealership is in a load of trouble. The proof I'm presenting to him is rock solid. He knows it, I know it, we're on the same page. He goes, so what can I do to make this right? I go, unwind the deal, give my friend his trade-in back. Unwinding the deal is basically the GM agreeing to cancel the deal, and basically erasing the deal and pretending it never happened. GM tries to avoid that, but I remain firm and remind him we can easily take this document and we can turn his life into hell. He knows I'm right. My friend also needs a car to get to work the next day. The GM says he'll check into it. He comes back and tells me unfortunately they sold his trade-in already. I say that's fine, unwind the deal and let my friend into something as good or slightly better than what he traded in. So the GM goes, so he'll buy a car similar to his trade-in? I said no, you'll give him a car similar to his trade-in. The GM goes, it doesn't work that way. I go, it does when you commit bank fraud. GM is upset with me and I reminded him, I'm being really nice and this situation can totally get really ugly, like felony level charges ugly, like losing your franchise ugly. So yeah, this is going to hurt, but it's going to hurt less my way. So the GM goes alright and he looks into the inventory and he tells me they have a 2007 Focus with 10,000 more miles. I tell him no, the car you gave my friend needs to be the same or better than what he traded in. The GM counters, I'm giving him a free car, and I go, no, you took his trade-in, you sold it, you made money on that sale, you also committed a felony in the process of selling him his new car, you are now correcting that mistake. This isn't a free car for my friend. This is you correcting your mistake. GM tells me that's what he's willing to do. I tell him if you can't do better than that, we will go to the consumer protection attorney and have a conversation with them. My friend didn't want to go this route, but it was our plan B. We get up. The GM says, wait, give me a second. The GM goes, I have a 08 Civic. It has 5,000 more miles, but it's a Civic, not a Focus. I unwind the deal on the new car and put my friend in the Civic at no extra cost. We agree. GM has the paper draw up. The old loan on the new car is cancelled. They take in the new car again, but because it's already titled, they have to sell it as used. That sucks for them. and they gave my friend a better car than the one he traded in. For people asking why we didn't get a lawyer involved from the start, we could have done that, but courts take a long time, and this was a faster way to fix the situation. Make false accusations, lose your business. Background: I used to work in a small mid-sized law firm. At the time there were 10 lawyers, including the owner. Their setup was basically to do as little work as possible and just take the cut from the rest of us as independent contractors. He was a very much a it doesn't matter what they can afford, pull as much as you can type scumbag. One thing the firm handled was real estate law. I rarely looked after any real estate transactions, save maybe 2 to 3 per year over the 2 years I was working there. At the time he decided to let me go, he made a list of reasons, all of which were fabricated. Client complaints, missed court dates, etc. It came down to me asking for a bigger cut and him not wanting to have to pay it. I felt it wasn't worth going after him in court. However, shortly after my contract was terminated, I was reviewing my insurance and stumbled upon the fact that no less than 60 real estate transactions were filed with my bar under the name. Well, one of the rules we practice is that in a situation like this, my name has to be on the retainer agreement, and I have to have worked in the file in some capacity. So, having a friend or two in the firm who were practically 1 foot out the door already, so I got many of the phone numbers for these clients that weren't mine, and asked for a copy of their retainer for my records. Most of them had no problem sending a copy. Obviously I was on none of them. I quickly contacted the Bar Association. The whole thing ended up being a mess for this guy, basically an intensely scrutinizing audit. It turned out that he had done this for every lawyer in the firm. He eventually was ordered to pay an absolutely insane fine, think high 6 figures, and had his license suspended for a few years. The firm shut down and he never went on practicing again. Felt good. I got my childhood bully arrested. I was bullied repeatedly by this guy when we were kids. I saw on his social media profile he was arrested because his profile picture was of him in one of those visiting cells. I also noticed his last name on the account wasn't the same as when we were kids. I wondered why, so I looked up his original name on the arrest warrant registry, and there was indeed an arrest warrant out for him. It matched his birth date. I reported his social media and name change anonymously and got $1,000 for his arrest. My country has an anonymous online report system that gives you a confirmation number to follow up on, and you submit the confirmation number to the location if it results in an arrest. To this day no one knows I ratted his alias to the police. I guess you can say his debt has been paid. Hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Here's another video I think you'll enjoy, and here's one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.